Thank you very much, Sonia. And let's give one more big round of applause for Sonia and all of the steering committee members and the tri-chairs who have done a great job. And I didn't do this earlier, but I wanted to just take a moment to recognize my staff who are here, if they could raise their hand or stand up, mostly in the back, who did an absolutely brilliant job over these last few months of helping to organize these events, ensuring that all of the paperwork that you have there was on the tables and that it was all coordinated. And I particularly want to thank Jed Mabius for his great work on this. I think a lot of y'all know Jed. Everybody loves Jed. He always does a fantastic job. Well, was it a good session? All right, are y'all ready to really get to work? And as I said earlier, I think all of us knows that the hard work, the real effort, starts now. We have dreams for our city. We have a vision. We have the metrics. We know what needs to be accomplished to make San Antonio a greater community in the next decade. And the next months and the next years are about doing, about accomplishing that, about putting action to the ink on the paper that we've put. And there are several steps, several things that have to happen. The most important of those is, as Sonia said, that each and every one of us has to take responsibility as an individual, responsibility within our different organizations and affiliations to help make the dreams that we have for San Antonio possible. If we're able to do that, I know that the 2020 we envisioned for ourselves, for our families, can come to pass. I know that the dreams that we have for the generation behind us can come to pass. I hope that everyone will take a look at the wall over here. We have a mock-up of the San Antonio Express News. I think that it'll still be around. I'm sure that it will be. I have more confidence than Ben in it. From Friday, September 25th, 2020. By what we do now, we'll answer the question of whether the 12-year-old, the sixth grader of today, will be graduating from college at the age of 22 in 10 years. Whether the 2-year-old today will be well on his or her way to graduating from high school and then going on to college and reaching their dreams. Whether the beauty that we see in our city today, in our neighborhoods, in our downtown, in our green spaces, will be harnessed, and we'll still live in a San Antonio that we think of as charming and a great place to live, and one that's even better in 10 years, or whether we go in another direction. On the day that my brother Joaquin and I left for college, which I remember was Wednesday, September 23rd, 1992, but who's counting? We had never been to Stanford, and so it was quite a shock to go there. And that day we got on a plane for only the second time in our lives, and we cried all the way from San Antonio to El Paso on Southwest Airlines, and spent the next 5 weeks utterly homesick, and came back on October 29th in the middle of the night on Continental Airlines and got home to my mother's doorstep and said, "Oh, we're back." I'm sure that it scared her like crazy. But part of that longing and that emotion back then was not just for our family, but also for this place, this city, this community that we couldn't find anywhere else. It's that sense of wonder and of charm, that sense of community and belonging that I know that all of us feel in our own special way. And I hope that the next generation of San Antonians and those to come will also feel. I hope that we create in 2020, in these next 10 years, that wonderful place that people can grow up in and feel like, wow, this has been something special. I belong here. We all belong here. That's the kind of city of charm, of grace, of beauty, and of opportunity that I hope we can all create in the next 10 years. I want to thank you very much for sacrificing your time, putting forward your energy, in calling forth a greater vision of what all of us can do together. We appreciate it very much. Thank you.